Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Say hi. Schroeder says hi. You know who it is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club and Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you guys with another MLB main slate video. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hopefully everybody stayed safe. Let me move this a little bit. There we go. And had a great time with your friends, your family, your loved ones. And hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully your weekend's not over. Hopefully you got Monday off too. And let's get into this. I believe it's a 9-game slate. I had to take last night off because 4th of July stuff. You know, a lot of people celebrated it last night too. And guess what? I was one of them. So what another. So 2 out of the last 3 days, we've won big in MLB. Big in MLB. Let me bring it up. Let me show you guys the Hall of Fame. All right, so this is how we did the DFS Club. So earlier, Chendo got a 176. I don't know what sports that is for, but good job, man. Oh, MLB. Okay. 176. Very nice. And then JJ, a 132. Yep, that was that. Yep, that's the lineup. My lineups today were absolutely insane. What do you want off of that one? 2166. Nice, dude. Psycho, you're welcome, my friend. This was another line I gave out for FanDuel. 3rd on this one. Him and I were in the same contest. We got beat by a guy who played 2 players that weren't even in the game. One came in and pinch hit and got a home run. So the winner of this tournament really lucked out. But congratulations, man. Maybe it was a strategy. I don't know. But yeah, the DraftKings, we crushed it, guys. Another slate, the late slate, got a 163 here, came in 4th in a single entry. Not a bad investment on a $2 single entry, won $45, guys. I gave this to everybody in the club. Got a 188, came in 3rd in 297. Yeah, not bad, guys. Not bad stuff. DraftKings, same thing, man. Dave, 64K, 127, won $200, came in 8th. He says 30 times 4 equals 120. Very nice, dude. Again, guys, if you aren't playing double ups, you guys got to play double ups. You got to play cash games because that's how you really profit. GPPs are nice. I throw my cash lineups in a GPP also, but make sure most of your entries are double ups, guys. So takedown here. Same lineup as mine. Yep. Same lineup as mine. Takedown. Triple OG. His best was 191. It was really good, man. Good job. I'm looking at Blake Snell with a 10. I was kind of like on the fence with Blake Snell. I mean, pitching wasn't spectacular today, except for I had Medea in my FanDuel lineup that did really good. And then Triple OG's a shark, man. He plays a lot of lineups. So it looks like he pretty much doubled his money. So good job, man. Yep, doubled his money. Very nice. Got to play the showdown there. The night slate I gave out came in 6th. And then Oreo with the 163, guys. This is what we do in the club. 2 out of the last 3 days have been very, very good. Yesterday's slate, you guys remember yesterday's slate? Man, I was like, man, you guys, this slate is about as exciting as paying a child support check or getting a root canal. You pick. You pick. But today, very nice, very entertaining. There were 3 slates. If you want to join the club, guys, if you want the lineups, you want everything, the ownership, the cheat sheets, the members only podcast, there's only one place to go, and that is dfsclub.com, ladies and gentlemen, where you got myself, you got DFS Space. Shout out to Space, my brother from another mother. He's still holding down WNBA in between these playoff games. We got the NBA finals coming up, so that'll be some showdowns there. But you get every single sport, guys. Not just one, not just 2, but everything. I dropped my tennis lineup for tonight. We're all set. And we're just ready for tomorrow, guys. We got MLB. They did great on NASCAR today. NFL's right around the corner. NBA, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA. Great. Conor McGregor card this Saturday, guys. WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And again, guys, if you want in on these winnings, you see what my lineups are doing. Not to mention the lineups that we have sharks in here, guys. We have people that help out. We have Adams helping me out with everything. You see Triple OG in here. It's DFS space in here. I mean, it's just a phenomenal thing, guys. This is a DFS movement because we're only $14.99 a month. Nobody does that. Nobody. If you want to check us out, we got 3-day passes, guys. We got the yearly plans, the 6-month plans, and it's the one, the only, guys, DFSclub.com, your one-stop shop, guys. All right, so before we get into the slate, let's look at the weather. I'm going to do it right this time. The night before, I looked at the weather for today's slate, and then all of a sudden there was a big rain delay. So you never know. I mean, weather can just pop out of nowhere. And so, I mean, California, the weather is really, really predictable here. It's just like, you know if it's going to rain or not. And it doesn't rain ever here in the summertime. But elsewhere in the country, that's a whole different story. So first off, we got Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, 77 degrees. I was looking through them all. So far the night before, no rain. No rain in the forecast, but, you know, that could change. Milwaukee implied total 4.4. Pittsburgh 3.2. We got Freddie Peralta versus Tyler Anderson. Then next up, we got San Diego and Philly. San Diego's 4.8 implied total. We got, let's see. Actually, is this today's? Yeah, this is today's. Duh. Let's go to tomorrow's slate. There we go. There we go. This is the early one. Let's get the right one. So this is an earlier turbo slate. It's just a 2-gamer, though, so. All right. Sorry, guys. The remix. Here we go. Atlanta at Pittsburgh, 83 degrees, clear. Atlanta 5 runs, Pittsburgh 3.6. You got Max Fried, who I really like, versus Chase DeYoung at only 5.6. And then we got the White Sox and Twins. This is a very stackable game, guys. Dylan Cease is a good pitcher, though. But Bailey Ober, I mean, he's been okay, but, man, it's going to be 95 degrees in this game. Hot hitting weather, so the White Sox are one of my favorite stacks on this slate. Don't mind a little twin stack, too. You got the Twins won me some money today. I can't not ever be mad at them. Then next up, we got Milwaukee and the Mets. Milwaukee 4.2 runs and Mets 3.4. Brendan Woodruff versus Tyler McGill. Then next up, the roof will be closed in Tampa. We got Cleveland and Tampa. Cleveland 3.5, Tampa 5.1. Tampa always plays a lot better at home. Scores a lot more runs at home. I don't mind them as a low-owned stack. I think Rich Hill, though, is very overpriced on the slate at 9.1. I think it's a little he doesn't strike anybody out. Next up, we got Detroit and Texas. I don't know if the roof will be closed for this one. It's only going to be 86, and that's a cold day for Texas. So I'd imagine the roof would be open, but we won't know till tomorrow. Detroit's been insanely on fire lately, 4.4 implied total. Texas 5.3. We got Willie Peralta for Detroit and Kobe Allard for Texas. Next up, Phillies and Cubs. Very stackable game here, 83 degrees. We got Matt Moore at 6K versus Zach Davies at 8.3. Zach Davies is pretty much hit or miss, but Phillies implied total is 5.1. The Cubs, 6. I'll believe it when I see it, man. They need to wake up, and Vegas thinks they are going to wake up offensively. So we'll see there. 6 is very high. Next up, we got the Reds and Royals, 87 degrees. It's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful day everywhere, it looks like. So the Reds, 5 runs. Kansas City, 5.2. We got Vladimir Gutierrez for the Reds versus Mike Minor. And then we got the Red Sox and the Angels. Both teams implied total the same, 5.1. We have Martin Perez versus Jose Suarez. And the late night hammer, the Washington Nationals versus the San Diego Padres. Partly cloudy, 66 degrees. Implied total for Washington, 3.3. San Diego, 4.8. Doesn't look like we know who the pitcher for Washington will be. So that's the game by game, just implied total, weather, breakdown. So, yeah, the weather looks good the day before, but we'll see. Hopefully it holds up and we don't get no dang weather delays. And we're going to bring up Draft Dashboard, guys, the best optimizer on the planet, the sponsor of the show. If you would like this exact tool, I've used it in every video since day one. It's $1 for 30 days. Just click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. Shout out to the Draft Dashboard. Shout out to Chris for building this phenomenal tool. And don't forget, guys, you get the MLB cheat sheet, and you get all my player pools for every single sport, guys. So it is the truth. Let me tell you, especially for baseball, let's get in the position optimizer. If you look at all these stats you get, man, I don't use optimizers personally, but if you love optimizers, this is just a godsend for you. But I use this for research. It cuts all your research time, and it's all right here for you. It's all right here. And it's the most accurate. So let's start a pitcher. Brendan Woodruff, 10.4K against the Mets. Yes, please sign me up. Last two against them. This is DK scoring now, 23-21, which is very good for DraftKings. The Mets strike out a ton. They might score 1 or 2 runs, but they're really not doing very good right now offensively. Then next up, I'm not paying 9-1 for Rich Hill. 4, 18, 9, 8 in his last 4. I mean, he did have it against Cleveland, his last outing, 22-16. But again, that was when everyone was allowed to use the sticky stuff. So same with Musgrove. I call him Muskrat, 8.7K, no interest. I do have interest, though. Max Fried, 8.5K against Pittsburgh. 5, 22, 27, 11, 20. So out of his last 5, 3 over 20 fantasy points, I'll take that. And I'll take my chances against Pittsburgh, guys. And the price isn't really going to bust the bankroll. So 8.5K for Max Fried, I don't mind that at all. Dylan Cease assists, 9.6K. The price tag is pretty high. How about Giolotto today, man? That guy is done. That guy is just absolutely done. Cheater, right? He ain't nothing without that sticky stuff. Dylan Cease, though, has been doing the opposite. Without it, he's been doing really good. Last 2 outings, 24 and 24. It's a tough one against Minnesota, but he did get a 24, 14, 11 in his last 3 against them. So I don't know. 9.6 is a little high against Minnesota, but, you know, he's in play. Zach Davies against Philly at 8.3K. Zach Davies is very, very, how shall I put this? Frustrating at times. But at times he could really pay it off. I like the fact that he got 22 fantasy points last time he pitched against Philly. 13, 23, he got lit up for that -5. Then 29, and then a 24. So I think he's due for another 20-point fantasy game. And against Philly, yeah, I don't mind it at home in Chicago. And then Mike Minor, progression's got to come on this guy. He's only 7.6 against Cincinnati, who is really ice cold right now, if you think about it. Last time he pitched against them, he got a 20, but he's had 2 games now for negative fantasy points. You got to think he's going to have some progression here. And at 7.6, all you really want's maybe 10, 15 fantasy points. I think he can get you there. Mike Minor, just a good punt play. Then all these other guys, not on your life. So let's take a quick peek at catchers. So Eric Haas has been great for the Tigers, guys. He's 4.3K. He's been unbelievable lately. 12, 39, 20 fantasy points in his last 3. Going up against Allard, who's a lefty. Eric Haas crushes lefties, guys. So get him in. He's center field and outfield eligible. So that's always nice. And the price is really good at 4.3K. All right, so let's go to first base. So Freddie the Freak Freeman at 5'8". Whenever he's up against a righty, he's always worth a shot. Versus DeJong, no history to speak of, but it is a righty. 5.8K is not bad. He's due for a home run, man. So, yeah, get him in there. Next up, Gavin, staying in the sheets. First base and outfield eligible. He's still only 2.6K, guys. Having a great – this kid was a prospect out of the minors and doesn't do good at lefties at all. Lefties, absolutely nothing. He's been shut out by lefties. However, Ober's a righty. His OPS versus righties so far is 1.577, and that is amazing. So, Gavin, I stain the sheets again at 2.6K. Get him in there. Shohei Ohtani, do I even need to tell you to play him at 6'2"? No, play him. Play him. Jose Abreu at 5.4K. Got us that late home run today. Won us some money, so he was very low owned. I like a Chicago White Sox stack today. He's 1 for 2 against Uber. I call him the Uber driver with a home run. So already has 1 against him and only 2 at bats. I don't mind that. And part of that Cubs stack, Anthony Rizzo's definitely in play at 5.2K. You guys are like, what? Anthony Rizzo? 8-3-2-0. 14 his last 5. But against Moore now, he's 6 for 8 lifetime. 6 for 8 with 2 home runs, 4 singles. I think you'll get him at pretty low ownership. So great history against this pitcher. I mean, 8 plate appearances is not bad. I'm going to take a drink of my Rockstar Cheers. Yeah, Anthony Rizzo, 5.2. Get him in there. Yandy Diaz, if you're going to stack Tampa Bay, if he's going to lead off and bat first at 3.8K, I really don't mind it. He's been really consistent this year, guys. 14, 4, 13, 3, 0. So anytime he's under 4K, and if he's going to lead off at home, because they play a lot better at home, give me Yandy Diaz, however you want to pronounce it. Let's go to second base. Don't want to mispronounce names here because people get their feelings hurt like they fucking know these people. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, next up, we got Jace Peterson. 3.9K. Except for today, this man has been on fire. 21, 14, 18, 16 fantasy points in his last 5. 3.9K. Going up against a righty. He does way better against righties, and he's going up against this McGill guy. So Jace Peterson always bats 6th on this Milwaukee team. I don't know why. I think he should be top 3, but yeah, guys, he's definitely in play. Hopefully he bounces back today. Always like an Angel stack lately because David Fletcher's only 3.1K. He's been leading off and not bad for a leadoff hitter. And he's 3 for 8 against this pitcher, 375 with the homer, and he's a lefty. Fletcher loves lefties. OPS is 829 as opposed to only 627 for righties. Sorry, 674. Next up, Jorge Polanco, 4.3K. He got us a home run today. Every Minnesota Twin that homered, we got him. Thank God. He's going up versus cease and assist. He's actually fared pretty well against him. 4 for 9, 444, 2 singles, a double, and a homer. So I do like that. Jorge Polanco, you can get him in there at 4.3. I wouldn't stack against Cease, but you know, Minnesota is just, if you pick the right guys, they're going to get you home runs. You're going to be winning some money. Let's go to third base. Off the top, it was nice to see Manny Machado today get 2 home runs. He's been really good this year. I'm a fan of him. I'm an Ace fan, but as far as a player goes, I've always liked Manny Machado. He gets 90-year-old John Lester today, guys. He's 5 for 13, but that's when Lester was good too. So I'm going to ride the hot stand here and go with Manny Machado at 5.4, though. I think that's kind of cheap. I mean, honestly, he could be around 6K, and I'd probably still pay it. So definitely you can get him in there. Chris Bryant, 4.8K is fine if you're going to do a Cub stack. You can't do it without Chris Bryant, right? Especially against lefties. He crushes lefties. Even the rookie here, Patrick Wisdom. No at-bats against Moore, but he's also a lefty crusher. So I'm kind of seeing the pattern here why Chicago is projected for 6 because they have a lot of batters that do very well against left-handed pitching. Next up, you got Yamir Calderario. I can never pronounce his name correctly for Detroit. 4K. He's been doing great lately. The Tigers' offense has been doing great lately. He gets a lefty, so he's a lefty crusher himself. 917 OPS against lefties. Going up against Allard, no history there, but 4K is really not bad, and he bats 3rd normally. Luis Arias had a great day today. God bless him. He's only 3.5K. He's been leading off. There's another guy who steals bases. I love players that steal bases because that's extra 5 fantasy points. Think about it. If he gets on base, let's say just a walk, that's 2. Stolen base, that's 5. So that's 7. And if he gets home, that's 9. So in one at bat, without hitting a home run, he can get you 9 fantasy points. So I do like it. I like the price tag, 3.5K. And against Dylan Cease, he's 3 for 9, 333, 3 singles. He doesn't have a lot of power in his bat, but he gets the job done, guys, with the stolen bases and the extra base hits. So let's go to shortstop. Fernando Tatis is always on play at 6'1". Lefty, he does better against righties, but he's going up against John Lester. The guy's lost his fastball, man. It's gone. So don't mind a little Machado Tatis stack against Lester. You can stack the Padres, guys. That's fine. Willie Adonis, Call him Willie Adams. He's 5.3K. He's another one that's been on fire, and especially against the Mets for some reason. Look at this against the Mets. 19, 17, 5, 10, 21. Maybe he don't like this team personally. I don't know what it is, but he's been doing on really good as of late. And, yeah, look at that. Only single-digit fantasy points 2 out of his last 5. And only single-digit fantasy points 1 out of his last 5 against the Mets. So, Willie Adonis Adams, get him in there at 5.3. A lot of people don't like paying that price for him, but I don't mind it. Let's go to outfield. All right. So we already went over house. So we got Brian Goodwin at 3-1. Didn't do good today, but at least he didn't get you a goose egg. He didn't go out there totally and screw the pooch. You guys know what I normally say, right? But it's a Sunday night show. I'm going to keep it PG. All right. He gets a righty. He crushes righties this year with the OPS over 1.001, and he gets the Uber driver. So 3.1K, part of the Chicago White Sox stack, guys. Get him in there. Let's see. Ronald Acuna Matata got one today. Thank goodness. He's 5.9. His price went down a little bit, so don't mind it against DeJong, guys. He should get one again. Nelson Cruz at 5.7K. This man is due, right? I don't think he's hit one in 4 games. Another one that does very well against the Chicago White Sox. Now, against Cease, he's up in 11 at-bats. 6 for 11 with the home run. So, like I said, I wouldn't stack against Cease, but a couple of one-offs is just fine. And definitely Nelson Cruz with that history at 5.7K. Y'all know he can hit a home run. Maxi Kepler, 2 at 3.7 is okay. I say okay because just okay. He's not having the best of seasons, but he does better against righties. And he's 3 for 10 with a homer against this pitcher with an OPS of 1.0717. So Maxi Kepler, GPP play only. I mean, you can get away with these cheap one-offs, guys. Abraham Almonte, if he plays at 3K, he's 2 for 2 against DeJong. 2 for 2, that's perfect, right? 1 single, 1 triple. So we'll see if he gets in the mix tomorrow. You never know with Atlanta if he's going to play or not. He might come in and pinch hit. Trevor Larnach has not hit Cease yet. Has not hit him yet, so there's cause for concern there. But he's been really consistent lately. 10, 17, 10 in his last 3. So, again, a very cheap one-off at only 2.7K. And we already went over Arias. Eddie Rosario is still only 3.2. Eddie Rosario is way too cheap. 14 fantasy points in his last 2. I believe that's 2 home runs in a row. Going up versus King of the Hill, Rich Hill, guys. He's been, for 3.2K, are you kidding me? Yes, FanDuel has him priced up where he needs to be. But DraftKings is sleeping on him. So get him in there, guys. Maybe he gets 3 home runs. We'll see. Maybe he gets 3 home runs in a row. 3 days in a row, 3 home runs. That'd be nice. And one other guy I just wanted to point out real quick at bare minimum has been Ben Gamel. I've been watching this guy lately. He's been doing really good for a bare minimal player. 7, 19, 7, 14. So could be sneaky. It's just he's going up against Max Fried, and he's a lefty. He's been doing better against righties this year. But if you absolutely must have someone from Pittsburgh, Ben Gamel's been quietly doing it. He's only 2K. So you tell me. I like it. It looks like a FanDuel price, but it's actually a DK price. So that's going to do it for the picks, guys. We're going to skip Schroeder's picks tonight because of the fireworks going off. He's all freaked out. So he did show up in the beginning of the video as promised, but I'm going to let him take a break. So I will do the home run calls. So let's get into it, guys. So let's go back down the player pool here. It's all right, Schroeder. So I think Rosario gets one. I think he gets one at 3.2. Eric Haas, I think, gets one at 4.3K for the Tigers. I'm not going to tell you Tatis, Nelson Cruz. You guys already know Acuna, right? Yeah, they're going to hit one. Yeah, okay. Way to throw your balls out there. Those aren't risky calls. Ohtani, yeah, he's going to get one for sure. Manny Machado, he's going to get one. And who do I think is going to get 2 tomorrow? Let me use my Jedi Force skills here. Who's going to get us to? It's really hard without Schroeder telling me who it's going to be. If I was to pick one, give me Chris Bryant. I think Chris Bryant gets you 2. No, sorry, Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo gets you 2 home runs. If I had to choose one. All right, so again, it's the basics. Goodwin can get 1 too easily. He's got power in his bat. All these guys I gave you in this video can, except for the pitchers, obviously, can get you a home run. And that's part of the reason why I pick them, because let's face it, home runs is what gets you to the cash line, and it's what gets you to the finish line to cash these tickets, and gets you takedowns. That's going to do it for the video, guys. Don't forget, if you want these lineups, come join us, guys. DFSclub.com, the daily fantasy sports powerhouse. Come hang out with Space, myself, Schroeder, and all your friends, man. We have a great community up in here. And Draft Dashboard, remember, it's only $1 for 30 days. And I'm going to say a prayer for y'all. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless the pets. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Be safe. Continue to be safe tonight. Don't drink and drive. Don't blow your freaking hand off. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. We'll see you guys at the top. And my name is Gabriel Skywalker. Again, if you can hit that subscribe button, that would really help out my channel. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow. DFS Club, shout out to you. I'll see you right after this. We're going to talk about tennis, guys.